Let's go right back to the beginning. What's your earliest musical memory?
My earliest musical memory is of my granddad. He's a barn dance caller.
Right.
So from a very young age, he'd be me sat at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
Granddad calling my mum and saying, "Oh, we've got a barn dance tonight. Do you want to come along, or does Jack want to come along?" And I'd always go up to them and told me to play the spoons. So I'd sit on stage and play the spoons and call the barn dance.
Yeah.
And he has a little band that he plays with.
Yeah.
So he calls the dance.
Yeah.
Or they play the music to it.
Cool.
So they'd normally have like a stage or like a stage area, and I'd sit on a chair and play the spoons.
Yeah.
And I did that for a good few years.
Was one of your first gig the Irish punk band? Was that your first gig?
Irish punk band?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, the first proper gig I went to was a band called Stiff Little Fingers.
Yeah, I know Stiff Little Fingers. Yeah.
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 I think I went to see them when I was about 8.
Yeah.
So my dad got me into them, and we went down to the academy in Bristol, or what was the academy.
Yeah.
And I saw Stiff Little Fingers, and I was absolutely blown away by Jake Burns.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was strange. We stood up on the steps.
Yeah.
I saw these people like fighting and moshing and stuff, and I was like, "Dad, why are they all fighting?" I said, "They're all here to hear the music. Why are they fighting?" And he was like, "That's just what they do at gigs." So I got a bit older and I was like, "No, we've got to go stand on the stairs because they fight."
Yeah.
So we got to hide. Yeah.
What about your earliest music memory, Alex?
Not really now, to be honest.
Really cool, isn't it?
Probably we status quo.
Yeah.
Like, and mum and my brother very big into their quo.
Yeah.
How many times has Jamie seen them? Like
Many.
10, 12 times his brother
Too
seen them, I
many.
think.
Yeah.
They've still got it, you know.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Have you?
I've seen about 40,000 people be like, "They Stinger's Crow, what?" And then it comes on, all over the world. They love it.
What about your first ever gig then?
I can't, sorry. It's too embarrassing.
Oh, come on, you can.
Do you know what it is?
I do.
What do you think it is?
I can't remember. I feel like I know it, but I can't remember. What is it?
I was a young and innocent and it was McFly.
Oh yeah, I do know
Fly.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on McFly. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Fly.
Hey,
There's nothing better with Fly.
They never had it.
Yeah, Bristol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was some help. Yeah, help my mum.
Yeah.
I don't know why why am I saying this with mum?
Nobody's
You
listening.
guys are gonna cut this.
True life
Everywhere.
confessions.
This that sentence is gonna haunt you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Just edit that bit out.
Yeah.
Dave can do it. You can do it.
Yeah,
Everyone can do
dub
it.
it. And
Go
Yeah,
viral.
you can. Yeah.
Yeah. Like no on cat.
What
Yeah.
about your first ever gig as you know?
The band.
Yeah, band.
We played. My first gig was with Alex, and we
Yeah.
played at a pub that I used to work in.
Is that a recon?
Yeah, it's North Street in Bristol. It's
Yeah.
got like loads of bars and stuff. At the very end, there's a little Spanish place called El Rincon.
Right.
I worked in there when I was about 15.
Yeah.
And the manager's like, "Yeah, we always have music." And I was like, "Oh, I've just started a band actually." He was like, "Oh yeah, come down and just so you can play and whatever, like, if you want." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
okay." We never played in front of people before.
No.
As far as it got,
I
you played a few.
I was a
But,
confident performer.
Before that, the only people who really heard me sing or play at all
Yeah.
was in the music tech department at our school. I didn't do music tech, but Alex and his brother did.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Do you want to come and miss maths and come do some recording?" Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that was quite fun, wasn't it? There's a lot of like family and friends in this tiny little bar area.
Yeah.
And they normally only have like acoustic performers.
Yeah.
So we had a full drum kit, a bass player, Alex played a song on the piano.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
How did it go?
It was good.
It
Yeah.
was good fun.
It was good fun.
We had beer, so
We probably weren't great,
Yeah.
but
you
you know.
cuts these strings each time.
Oh yeah, just before we started,
Yeah.
Alex was like, "Oh, can you trim the ends off of my strings because they were like all over the place?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, no worries." Clipped it and just pinged the string off.
Oh no.
We were due on in like a minute.
Yeah, and I was like, "We have to go on later." The manager was like, "Why?" And I was like, "I've just cut Alex's string." And he was like, "That was stupid." Yeah.
What's the best gig you've done so far with Burning Bandits?
I reckon our first one. I still love that. We played at the Louisiana in Bristol.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Before we even played a gig, we recorded an EP.
We did it all in Jack's front room. The chap just came in and like
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it's got a
pretty much
mobile
portable
studio.
Yeah.
portable studio
It was
is
really
like
good.
just playing and recording.
Yeah.
You just like chucked a sheet over the cupboard
Yeah.
and just set up like a little vocal booth.
Yeah.
And we just recorded in my living room.
Yeah.
And did what, 4 or 5 tracks.
Yeah.
Recorded those, and then we spoke to Louisiana and said that we wanted to launch our EP. And they decided to say, I think it was just them being a bit lazy, like, do you want to curate the night? So do you want to choose the bands that play with you? And we were like, yeah. And they were like, wait, do we know anyone that plays with me? So we ended up having like my friend from school, my stepbrother, and someone else. That like was like a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
And it was great. We sold loads of tickets. There's probably a good 100 people in there.
Yeah.
And it's like all our mates and stuff as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was really great. I really enjoyed that night.
But recently we've done some cool stuff. Like we supported Frankie and the Heartstrings. That was really cool.
Mm.
The Harbour Festival. That was really good.
Yeah.
Just really like nice, chilled out, and just sat down. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Harbour Festival because
You had the best of the weather there too, didn't you?
we did. Yeah, it just started spotting as we were
Yeah.
leaving. It just
Yeah.
started to spot, and I was convinced it was going to hammer down.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was nice because we could see that there was like a lot of people in front of us.
Yeah.
And then as you look around,
Yeah.
like the side of the stages, there's people there as well. And it's
Yeah.
just like a line of people.
Yeah.
That's quite nice. A lot of people sat down. It was really relaxed. People were quite quiet as well, which
Yeah.
I was quite surprised by. Quite
Yeah.
in such an open area. And after we got off stage, Alex's mum was like, "Oh, there was a good like 200 people that you couldn't even see.
Yeah.
We had no idea
It
about
was
it."
absolutely packed, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah, it was really busy, and,
Yeah.
and I thought it was about 100 people, which is like it's 3 times that. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. It's always a good festival. You've been before.
Yeah, I've been since I was little.
Yeah, yeah.
I live in Bristol.
Yeah.
I live like not far from the harbour, so
Yeah.
I've probably been there almost every year,
Yeah.
unless I've gone on holiday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it down there.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's such a musical city too, isn't it?
It is, yeah. The
Yeah.
music scene in Bristol's amazing.
Yeah.
It's great being back home over the summer. We've seen some brilliant bands. We've had bands come down and stay with us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good.
been
I think when
really
you
fun.
go away to even to a different city and you come back and you're in Bristol's actually got a
Yeah.
cracking scene.
I think it's one of the
So
best
good.
scenes in the country.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
Definitely.
easily. Leicester's is non-existent.
Leicester's just
Really.
It's just like rap music and R&B.
Yeah.
That's all you really find. And then there's like one pub that we played in,
Yeah.
and it was like the guy who went on after us was just playing like
that was
death
weird.
metal. Oh yeah, and there's another
The
guy
guy with
who
the
came on,
painting.
and he came on and he put like an easel up,
Yeah.
and he put up like 2 or 3 paintings of this woman.
And she just had like a melted face. It was
It
really
looked
weird.
really strange.
And we were like about to go on after this guy. We were like, do we leave? Is this guy alright?
He started singing, and I was like, Alex, I want to go. It's like he put a
He
it's
put a
like,
tremolo on his voice.
Yeah.
And it was just so weird.
Yeah.
but it was really low as well,
Yeah.
so it didn't work.
Yeah.
His guitar wasn't electroacoustic. He built a pickup into it, so horrendous.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Alex, I don't like it. I was like, I want to go. When there's like dingy part of Leicester, like walking home. Yeah,
That was a really wicked thing about it. And I
it was
played
strange.
the floor something on the stick because I didn't have 2 sticks.
Yeah.
We didn't think.
What's the worst gig you've done?
That.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. I think the worst one we've ever done is when we got booked to play at Louisiana supporting 2 thrash metal bands.
Oh, yeah, this was amazing.
This was
this is when
one
we
of
were an
the
indie
weirdest
band.
experiences of my life. So we come up
Yeah.
and the first band play and we're like stood at the back and I'm like, this isn't going to go well.
We missed that opening bit
Mm.
and we walked in and like the singer was like topless, led on the floor, shouting in amongst the crowd.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, we really
But the
following
crowd
this?
were really far back
Yeah.
and they'd made like a circle around
Yeah,
him. They were
yeah,
obviously
sorry.
all quite worried by him.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been to Louisiana before, but you open the door and it's quite an enclosed, it's probably about double the length of this room,
Yeah.
but not that much wider.
Right.
So it's quite an enclosed
Yeah.
space. I mean, I just opened the door into this guy, like, led on the floor in front of me, looking at me, screaming with no shirt on, covered in sweat. And I just slowly closed the door and went, I'm not going in there. As soon as we got on stage, I said, look, this is a stark contrast.
Yeah.
You may not like it, that's fine, we won't be offended if you don't want to hang around.
Yeah.
And we sort of got very polite applause when we finished.
Yeah.
And then just got off stage and went straight home. We didn't sell any tickets because we said to people, "Dude, you don't want to come.
Yeah.
The guys we're playing with aren't anything like us. If
Yeah.
you're into that music,
Yeah,
by all means come."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very weird.
You got a favourite place you like playing?
Louisiana.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's always felt like home to me.
Yeah.
It really has. We played there in the old band, and only on Friday we played there with Alex's brother's band and Muff Said. Have you heard of Muff Said?
No.
They played at the at the Harbour Festival.
Yeah, they were on
Really
the
good.
headline.
They're a cigar band.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Right.
We met them there,
Yeah.
and like we've become quite good friends with them. Like they've come out to the pub in Nailsea where the boys work. And
Yeah.
They play up there and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, time for another one.
Yeah.
What's this one about?
Sure. Which one is it?
It's probably about comic books.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a girl again. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
This was. This was somewhere about 2 years ago, and it's about sort of how someone has a completely different idea of what they want to you, but they have like a, I don't know, it's almost like a perfect picture. There's a line about show me how to give you love, like in comic books, like it's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
How they expect people to, like guys that live up to a fairy tale,
Yeah.
and how you're never gonna win, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what that's about.